Hi ladies and gentlemen, I'm JuiceJitero here again for another bit of Jiu-jitsu commentary. Today we're going to be watching a fight from my fight from Abu Dhabi 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was over in Sydney, for the Abu Dhabi trials for 2014. This is my first blue belt fight, up against a Brazilian guy, I believe from Sydney. I'm not sure, I can't remember his name or the gym. This fight, it's not the most interesting fight, but there's definitely some mistakes that I can see myself make during it, and I'd like to share those both with yourself and me in the efforts of improvement, because that's what we're all about here. So let's get into it. So, and I'll drop that volume down because that is damn loud. Let's start back at the beginning. Okay, so, by shaking hands and stuff, I'm coming in quite low and aggressive here. If we go back a smidgen. So, I really was hoping to either shoot or force him to pull guard here. That was my main objective. This guy, going into a competition, never know the type of guy, his game. So that was very much my plan. But he was sitting quite far back. You can see, he's got his hips quite far away from me to make shooting extra hard. A bit of grip fighting, and he pulls guard. I do have this knee in here to block his left leg, and I was a bit worried about the triangle. There's a guy I train with that would triangle you from pretty much anywhere, and that was something I was a bit worried about with this leg coming up and him having a good grip on this sleeve here. So I decided to go straight into the close guard. I think that was probably the better choice given my options. I could have perhaps tried to stand back and pass there, but I'm happy with going into the close guard. Not much happens for a little bit. Just trying to pass guard. Ideally, you can see my leg sort of folding in a little bit here. That's to base, but it's also probably not too good. There, just putting a bit of pressure onto his legs, seeing if they'll open up. They didn't. He is a guard player, so he was able to not worry too much about the pressure I was putting on his legs. Trying to pass the other side here. At this point, he was trying a lot of cross collars and getting grips for arm bars. I probably should have been focusing a bit more on breaking his grips than much else. You can see here he does attempt for an arm bar, but I'm able to pass. Right now, he's throwing the arm bar up. He's tried to suck the arm in. As I felt him go for that, I've stood up, made sure to keep his legs apart, using my head here and my shoulders to make sure his legs are unable to armbar me, and squaring up with him to prevent that arm from coming across. Afterwards, I stack him up and pass. He's still got my arm between his legs here, so I decided to grab a grip on the back of the collar here, while maintaining this grip on the inside of his leg here to try and keep him, get him away. You can see he's trying very hard to hip shift away from me. Here, I'm not too sure what I should have done. Perhaps gone around and then knee ridden him so he'd be flat, or even coming up here and knee riding him on the side. What I do is what I would call the wrong choice. See right here, I think I probably should have moved these legs back, flattened him out, and then come around to north-south. Instead, with all this moving around, he's able to turtle for a little bit, which gives me the opportunity to get this left hook in. Awesome, right? Yeah. Until he dives this arm in and prevents me from getting this right hook in. Which normally, not getting that right hook in, I'd be okay. I'd be able to grab a hook under his ankle here and then roll him over and move around there. But because he had this arm in, there wasn't too much I could do. He kept on stuffing my movement here, as you can see, and grabbing that arm there. That's something that he did, which was quite nice. Was you can see him grab my left arm here, to really drive me down into the half guard. I start trying to attack this left Kimura, but not working. Burrowing my head in to try and get a deep half guard, as well as getting an underhook on the right hand side. He's going for a choke here. I'd been caught with that in a competition before, so I was reasonably cautious. Gets an advantage. Oh, sorry. Yeah, someone gets an advantage there. Yeah, controlling the hip. I'm a bit flat, and he's got the crossface here, which is terrible if you're in half guard. Very much trying to come out the back here, perhaps grab the leg, and go for like a bit of a single. Well, yeah, he did have a good top control. You can see me coming up here, trying to do that, but that crossface there is really preventing me from doing too much. Even trying the deep half, which I was going for there. Yeah, so he's flattening me out. He's doing quite well with that. I'm able to get back to the close guard, start trying to work this Kimura, but he shuffles that arm across my stomach, which prevents me from doing that there. Right now, my guard is probably the part of my game that I need to work the most on. I've been trying to do a lot more close guard lately, but there is still a lot that I need to work on. So right now I was a bit unsure of what to do, but I did know I had to break down his posture and control a sleeve, maybe go for a choke or a sweep. So yeah, I start trying to work this cross collar, and grabbing that sleeve anytime he brings it in too close. While he's playing around with his arm out here, I'm able to sort of come up a bit more because he's not able to control my hips. As he tries to stand up to pass, I hook my left arm underneath his leg here, which forces him to sit back down. Okay, now we keep going. I attempt a couple of sweeps here, but no real luck. I think that's probably my own fault there. You can see me looking at the clock right now, which is generally a bad idea when you're trying to sweep someone. Also, I'm not too sure where his leg is here, but I feel like this position right now, I'd be able to come up and push him onto the side perhaps, or go to a De La Riva and sweep him from there, where I'm a bit more comfortable sweeping people from an open guard than a closed guard. So after that, his arm is right there for the taking. He's got his hand wrapped around my body, so I try to do the Kimura sweep. That doesn't work, so I try to come back for the Kimura itself. I went for an omoplata there as well, but like I felt it, but I didn't think there was enough in it to get it. Now we're in half guard again. He's still trying to flatten me out and drive me down. I'm controlling his right arm behind the elbow there, and with the underhook as well, trying to get back to the close guard. Right now he's controlling my hips quite well, not letting me break down his posture. Yeah, still just sort of unsure what to do with my guard is what I'd say. Yeah, so right now I'm trying to, I guess, cross collar and break his posture down. I do try for an Ezekiel in a minute. And yeah, keeping in mind that anytime he stands up to underhook that leg, perhaps go, yeah, for some sort of sweep if he stays standing. Yeah, so working that close guard, making sure my legs stay together, going for chokes. Right now, I'm not sure there's too much that I would change. I guess go for the choke more, or start trying to attack an arm to distract him a bit. Overall, though, you know, I am going for the choke here, but he's got his head buried down. And yeah, I guess the biggest triumph for me here is anytime he stood up, I've been able to open my guard and close it back up into the closed guard, even though that's now a half guard. And he does have quite a strong crossface again. While my hand on the hip here is sort of preventing him from flattening me out too much. You can hear my coach yelling more hip escape. I think that, yeah, definitely would have helped give myself more room, perhaps getting back to the closed guard. With 10 seconds left, there's not too much I could do from here to win the fight. Overall, though, I think there's definitely a few things to work on. I think my guard retention was good. I think I definitely need to work more on what to do in a guard. I can keep my guard, but I don't know what to do in it. And then when I got that pass originally, I really feel like I should be going up to more of a knee ride, which is something I've been doing, a bit more in training. But yeah, I think here, as soon as I get that arm free, come up to a knee ride, not try to take his back. Don't get baited into that. Okay, cool. He gave me the opportunity for it, but that's not necessarily a good thing to do. Because they can be trapping you. They can be tricking you with it. Yeah, that's this video done. I forgot to do one last week because I forgot. I realized like Friday night I was like, so yeah, maybe I'll do more, maybe I won't, who knows. Thank you to the guy that commented on my other video, I think number 11. Yeah, if you've got any tips, if you think my videos are horrible, let me know. If you think they're good, let me know. I'm doing this, not just for me, but hopefully to educate people in jiu-jitsu a bit more. And if you've got any matches yourself that you would like me to watch, whether they're your own or someone else's, there are a few threads on Reddit that had some comp videos, so I'll be looking through those, and hopefully that'll be some extra content for us, rather than just going white belt competition into YouTube. Alright, thanks guys, have a good night.